As soon as the smoke clears here. Welcome to live chat. YouTube, you don't have to put that message up when I start my chat. I know what the is going on, you know? Wait here for a minute or so for somebody to join in. I've been sitting here going through all my photographs that I got thousands of them that I haven't seen yet. I took them last year. Welcome. Somebody joined in. But how you doing? Got 3 in there already. I've been going through my pictures of these canyons that they're just sculpted. There's just art all over them. It's amazing. And there were results for the T-shirt, Fenbury T-shirt contest are completed. And what they had is they had the top 3. You can choose which design you want on your shirt. And so, just to show them that Dale, I mean, the shirts being sold are what is gonna, determine what was what the voting should have been. It'll show that Dale Neitzel, he was when I complained about him not counting the votes for mine, then he didn't count any more votes for mine at all. He kept counting for the other number 15 and just deleting votes after votes after votes after votes. And so Dale earns the Double Blazes Award, you know? Yeah, fuck off, Dale. You piece of shit doing shit like that. Deleting all those votes, Dale. You know you did it, Dale. Yeah. What a piece of shit he is. It's really screwed up, you know? Deleting people's votes and stuff. Okay. So you can order my shirt, the one I designed, and I don't know. I'm gonna make the one I wear. I'm gonna make my own, and it's gonna have the Double Blazes on the front, that thing on the back, Smoking Blue Guru and Fanatic on it. It's gonna be loaded with art, you know. So you might ask him, you know, when you order your shirts, if you can get Fanatic on the bottom underneath the one, because it'll fit. It'll fit, and you can put Smoking Blue Guru on the top if you want to, you know. Yeah, I think he can do that design, you know, with all 3 on there. I don't know who's ordering the shirts or getting them printed or anything. But some of the stuff I find here, just from my property, is like, isn't that an elephant head? And the trunk coming down, you know? There's, you wonder, you know, it's like, wow. So I think I've obtained the ability to read crystal balls. I can basically read the earth. Yeah, Double Blazes. Double Blazes to old Dale. At the Double Blazes shirts, I know most of you have seen those. It's my prior video. I posted a video about. Because they were complaining that I showed that shirt with my design on it. Even I guess I should have submitted it with that all on the, you know, with it on a T-shirt. It would look a lot, you know. Maybe it would have won or something if it had that, but no, it couldn't have won because the vote was rigged by Dale. Dale he deleted votes left and right. I'm sure that he deleted more votes than were counted. yeah, it ain't bad, and you can choose my shirt. But the fact that Dale rigged it so heinously, and what's with such, I mean, if it's Bill's design, and some say, oh, he didn't know it was your, oh yeah, I had the omegas for the ends. He knows who has the omegas for the ends. He knows that's Gorman, you know. God. Guy's 70. He's probably hooked on Viagra's fucked up his brain, you know. I always wonder about those videos that they made in Yellowstone, you know. But what happened behind the scenes there, you know? Number, which design one? The number 5, the copy of the coin made into a stamp. I mean, you know, the rules were to be original and not use somebody else's, not copy someone else's design. That was a rule. No copying someone else's design. And that one copied the fucking coin. Fucking heavy duty. You can tell it's the coin in there. Jeez. Nothing original about it. No original smoking blue stick man with the Fenn blowing out, Fenn halo on his head, and the light in his heart. You know, that's what that light in the middle of the thing is, the light in the heart. And I think I sent to update the design and add the belt buckle on there, because I don't think the belt buckle's on there, because it was the guru that's finding the treasure, not Forrest. You know, he's the one with the belt buckle, but the one with the light in the lit up heart is the guru that finds it, you know. So I'd go outside, except the winds are 20. It's 20.7, and it's been 30 miles an hour in the last hour. And I was watching the pole on my. It moves about this much when the wind changes direction, because I got my. I got paracord for guy wires on it, and what I figure I'll do is, once a year I'll put a new cord, add a new cord to each line, and then like I'll do that before next winter, and then I'll the winter after that I'll add a new one and take the oldest one off, you know. So because I don't know about the paracord and the sunlight and there, you know. I don't want to trust him too long. Sit him on and spin. Yeah, spin on it. I mean, anybody that couldn't see that Dale was rigging that vote, I mean, and I had numerous people contact me because I'm the only one that brought. Hey, they're cheating over there. They're cheating over there. Oh, Bill's crying about his thing not get. No, my vote was counted. It was the other people's votes that weren't counted. Yeah. All the other people, all the fans that were voting, he considered. Oh, Gorman's got people from his office calling or sending in votes. Dale, what fucking office? What? This is my office. Togo didn't vote. Jack didn't vote. I didn't stuff the box like you did. Mine was third place. Hey, good, Chris. So you can buy Chris's shirt or my shirt, or the one that got there through fraud, basically. You know, I don't know whose it is, but yeah, Dale wasn't. he may not be. He was trimming off the votes he didn't want. He knew what one he wanted, and he put in a fake vote, you know, for one that wasn't that one. But that was just to make you think that he didn't have anything to do with it. He has. I guarantee you that person is close with Dale. Or it's somebody that's big on his channel. It's probably a professional graphics company, you know, which should be, you know, if you're running a graphics business, then you know, you shouldn't be qualified for the amateurs and the hunters. It's not my Double Blaze University has the basically that inside the U is one of my art. I did the Double Blazes with Willie Mammoth. And a picture of me doing the Double Blazes with Willie Mammoth, and I put it through the art program, through the artificial intelligence, and turned it into art, and that is hidden inside the U in the Double Blazes. All right, there we go. Recent. Put it in there, huh? There it is. Yeah. Oh, that's the shirt I got coming. Neat. Where's my other one? Open. Where is it? No. Oh, there it is. It's in this folder. Hey, waiting for computers. If you got an external drive hooked up to it, it takes even longer because it's oh well. There's these other drives. I want to. No, it's right on this one. Well, I'll open that one because it's flat. There, I'll show you. Right there. See, inside the U, you can see the thing. This is my finger coming up in the middle of the thing now, right there. I had a black spot, and there's the other finger over here. So it's hidden inside the U. It's not obvious, you know. It takes a marvel gaze. And I upgraded the. I'm upgrading the. So you see the flames are different, and I put the flames on candle. I put a flame on either end of the candle word. But this one I use for screenshots. The t-shirt has Double Blazes on top and University underneath. I show you. Open. It's coming here. There it is. So that's what's the front of the shirt that I'll be. And you see, she's got a heart shape on her. And I added a bunch of flames to them. You know, because I kind of borrowed the flaming people from two different places. You know, I needed a woman and a man, and then I paint over them. But yeah, the Double Blazes are inside the Omegas, and this is the one in the middle. The right side up Omega is the upside down Double Blazes, and it's the, see, it looks like cow udders in there. Because a Double Blazes upside down is cow udders, so it's Bessie. Yeah, there's Alpha and Omega in there. Well, with this design, this design has the alpha and omega, you know, because of the slanted words on the sides. And I thought about making it a full pointed alpha, you know, add more on top. But that's, I just use the computer. I got a busy week. See, I put those flames on the candle. Burning the candle at both ends. There's her hand. I think he was from a movie or something. I don't know. I don't even know what it was from. We're a bunch of busy witches, aren't we? Who are witches? Come on. Beginning. First and last alpha. Those are trunks up. Yeah. Yeah, the elephant trunks. Oh. My third, okay. Ballot stuffers, yeah, sure. Yeah. So, yeah, I got some of those shirts. I'm changing the designs. The newest one I posted has this new one with the more flames, and see, I think, yeah, her hand, see her flames. Her hand is on top of the bee here, and he's got flames that go into the university, you know, over here. So that's how you can tell the difference. And he doesn't have that V on his chest. I don't know what that was. Trunks up. Okay, where am I? Truly deserving winner wouldn't need any changes. What are you talking about? My double blazes thing wasn't even in the contest, so you know. There's a whole lot. I was going to go over that too. I'll show you something else. Where is it? Beep. Oh, there he is. I'm going to switch the thing around again. Yeah, I know it won. It won over on Rick's page, and then they had like 5 votes from Dale's page. You know, she was. They were. Dale was deleting my votes. That's. We're going into all the books he mentioned. Let's see. Where's that one? It's a long one. For whom the bell tolls, and all. And where's the other one? It's way down here. Texan. Oh, I'm getting close. Has to be near here. A Farewell to Arms, right there. Those are both Hemingway books that are in Forrest Fenn's book. And this is, we'll go way up the top. Gary Cooper. He was born in Helena, Montana. And he went to college in Iowa. He spent a couple of years over in England too. That's where he got his, his etiquette. He didn't get educated. He got etiquette there. He's Sergeant York, High Noon, and probably. But look at this list of movies. It came from Cordoba, the Happy Tree, Man of the West. But there's, watch, you'll see a lot of the stuff from the poem in here. You know? Blowing Wind. See, these are ones I watched. I've clicked on those and gone to those pages. And I just watched, I didn't watch, I watched, yeah, I just watched High Noon. Or no, I watched The Distant Drums is what I just watched. I gotta watch High Noon yet. Yeah, we all know that, Bruce. It's part of the Forrest Fenn story. Forrest Fenn, seems to be a movie about Good Sam. Well, see, the Unconquered. He's unconquered. We haven't found his, his treasure is still out there, or his secret hasn't been discovered. I've got quite a bit of his secret discovered. There's For Whom the Bell Tolls. It's not about Spanish forts, Bruce. I'm sure there's Spanish towns here that were settled in the 1500s. I've been to them. Cowboy and the Lady. I bring up when I bring up these ruins I found, and these things are Ice Age. You bring up Spanish, and it's like, do you know when the Ice Age was? And do you know when the name Spain came into being? I mean, this stuff is like 8 times older than Spain, at least. There was no Spain when these ruins were formed. There is no Spanish symbols in Ice Age archaeology, unless the Spanish symbol came from an Ice Age Atlantean symbol. But you see right there, he was in Alice in Wonderland. He's in Alice in Wonderland, and that had both Gary Cooper and Cary Grant were in it. And who was it? Oh, I was chatting with somebody, and they brought up that Cary Grant, Gary Cooper, they both have CG in it. So does my son. but either one is the other one's initials switched around. It's dyslexic. It's similar. That's a substitute. Fenn, he was thinking 10,000. Yeah, this stuff's 14,000 years old, so it's already survived 14,000 years. So if he put his stuff with something that's been there for 14,000 years, you would expect it to be there in 10,000 years. The Sloan Tools, Fighting Caravans. See, Fighting Caravans, that's like a gypsy caravan. There it is. Morocco, the spoilers. A man from Wyoming. The Texan. He's the Texan. And there's a man from Wyoming. Okay, so Forrest Fenn is a Texan. So, yeah, only the brave. There's Braving in the Wood. Braving in Hollywood. Eh? Everybody thought of that, huh? Oh, I did. Hollywood. Braving in Hollywood. Only the brave. And these are the people, Captain James Braden. Where was that? Oh, there was a movie in Doomsday, The Legend of Half a Bride, The Last Outlaw, Wings. That's an old one. And what is it? There it is. Gary Cooper was in it. He's uncredited in it, but he was in it. And we're in it. Bad Man's Bluff is right under it. If you've been wise and found the blaze, and people say, what is it? Bad Man's Bluff. that leads into his will, and it's a, yeah, it's been and after he passes away, well, where was that one movie I watched? I'm looking up the list. It was 31, I think. It was John Doe. Maybe that was 41. Boy, they should put them in alphabetical order so you can find the movie you're looking for here. But these are just all the movies that Cary Grant, not Cary Grant, Gary Cooper was in. Doomsday. No. Where is it? Mr. Deeds. There he is. Meet John Doe. So, I don't know if has Forrest Fenn mentioned John Doe. This is what Zazzle shows as my products. It's like that one they don't even make. That's just a design. Yeah, they're idiots. We only put the ones that have sold recently, and well, I've sold 4 of my shirts, and it's not there. I'm looking for. .com. Nope. And then we're gonna look up did I type it right? Nope, he never said John Doe. Does he say? He says Doe though, probably. Doesn't. Does. Yeah, that ain't gonna turn up nothing. Okay. I just turned this around again. Hello from the rain. Hey, Grass Valley. Yeah. Yeah, my cousin grows grass in Grass Valley. Yeah. Hey, hooligan. Yeah, I don't know what to, yeah, I'm too. Oh. It's windy out there. It's supposed to be drizzle and turning into snow tonight. But it's 48 degrees, so I don't think it's going to snow right now. But we got 20, 30 mile an hour wind going. My wind generator's up on the roof spinning away. And that's okay because it's over kind of cloudy and stuff. And the wind generator's not, it's getting a little bit, but that wind generator is just boosted, keeping it up 14 volts because of the high wind. If it's over, it's like 18, 19 mile an hour wind or more, then it starts putting out the volts it needs. And these wind generators, I don't have any brake running on it because what it is, the wind generator will get going so fast, and the controllers they sell with them, well, oh, go cut the power, stop it, it's going too fast. No, it's making the power that I need to charge my batteries, because unless it's a hurricane, it ain't going to be going that fast for long. Let it run 14 volts for a while, because my batteries are less than 12. So, you know, you can run all the volts you want. So I just have a rectifier up there, and that thing spins fast. I've had 50-mile-an-hour winds. That thing did. Oh, and this thing just starts vibrating, and you feel like you're in a freaking spaceship hitting warp speed. You know, this is basically a spaceship, and I'm lost in space out here on the high valley. It'll pull my insulation curtain back or some. I got foam in the windows to keep it warm in here, but it's almost time to take all that insulation out of the windows, and because it doesn't get, it's almost getting where it's not that cold at night. April starts nicer. It'll snow in April though. I can see over my search area is covered with clouds, and it's snowing over there, and it's snowing up on the mountains over to the east. The mountains, the blanket to the north, and the San Juans to the west. And what are those hills in New Mexico called? Because they're not, you know, you got to be real tall to be a mountain. Taos Mountain is up there. And I can see that. I can't see it. It's behind all the clouds down there. See, I'm looking in the direction of Taos Mountain right now, looking out my window. So that's how far away it is. If I didn't have, I got to go to the dentist on Tuesday. That's a road trip. Privately owned Mount Blanca. Is it privately owned? I don't know. I don't think it's privately owned. It's National Forest. And there's a road up. I want to go up there to the. I got to go up there to Zapata Falls. It's a little canyon thing, and there's just a little crack up above you. You know, it's kind of like in Utah. I'm gonna go back and get. Oh, it is worth more than 10 million. But not if you sell it. If you sell it, it isn't. If you keep it, you can make a lot more than 10 million on it. But if you went back and got it, it wouldn't be the same as somebody actually finding it. I think that would knock the value down. No. There's lots of mountains here. There's 14,000-foot mountains that surround this valley. There's 7 of them. So I can Mount Ouray is to the north. You can see that. I can see the wolves, more dangerous. Yeah, there's nobody understands the dangers that lurk in the mountains more than those who live in Colorado. Doesn't that, he just told you right there where no place for the meek is. And those people like, that's what, you know, Capro, she wanted to eliminate Colorado. It's like that shows how intelligent, you know, with FISAs and Freedom of Information stuff and or all that stuff, and no answer yet. It's from the people, lots of hunters. Yeah. I get there was a rabbit out here. I was walking around looking for rocks. Born in there, yeah. Gary Cooper was born in Helena in 1901. And you don't think Gary Cooper went down to? I think Gary Cooper went down to West Yellowstone quite often. That was, you know, a place to go. Especially, you know, he'd probably show it to his friends that came visit. You know, let's go down to Yellowstone. You know, nice. Grew up in California mountain. Yeah, yeah. When we were kids, we got home movies floating down the Bear River, and we'd go swimming in the American River, go to Yankee Jim Bridge, and where that Auburn Bridge. I don't know if that's the name of it. It was something else. It was something Two Forks or something, and they built this big old huge bridge, and they need cameras on that bridge to watch people who throw rocks off of it and have signs with heavy fines for dropping rocks from the bridge. And they need signs down below. Beware, people drop rocks. and signs, and you know. I watched a guy drop a rock off of there, and the rock hit in the water not far from the shore of the river. And it was a big splash, and then a guy that was like 5 feet away walked away from it. You know, that could have killed somebody. You can't see if there's somebody down there from on top of that bridge. Has anybody been killed there yet, Davio, from fallen objects? What bridge is that? It's not the Feather River's up in Yuba. But beware of fallen rock. Yeah. Yeah, beware. There should be a fence around there. Don't even go there, because there are idiots. Watch out for idiots on the bridge who drop rocks. That's what the sign they need to say. Beware, idiots drop rocks from the bridge. And they can't even see something, because how high is that thing? It's gotta be 1,200 feet or something, man. It's way the hell up there, because there was supposed to be a lake underneath there. Yeah. But Gary Cooper's big clue. Him and Cary Grant were both in Alice in Wonderland, in the movie Alice in Wonderland. And then there was another one I watched that was, that's what page I was on the Cary Grant page. There was a movie, Casanova Brown. I think that's the one with, let me see, is that the one with him? Yeah, it has Frank Morgan in it. And you know who Frank Morgan is. He's the Wizard of Oz. And what year was this movie? Casanova, 1944. So 1940, yeah. See, Forrest would have been 14 then, and yeah, that's a movie about adult. He would have been, Forrest would have been more into the westerns he did, I think, at that time. But when he got older, he probably went back and watched that movie. But he was in, Gary Cooper was in For Whom the Bell Tolls, and he was in Farewell to Arms, and he was in Alice in Wonderland, and Desire. What was the treasure? You desire it, right? It's about desire. And there's a lot of Now and Forever. There's his treasure, forever, you know. It's the time, you know, the Alpha, the Omega, there's the past, the present, and the future. But really, there's just the present. You know, because all that, the future and the past are part of your present, because you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about the past, but it's all contained in the now, you know. Shit. Make me a star. He talks about making people a star, you know. I'm gonna have to look that one up and watch it. But as I've watched like 15 Gary Cooper movies in the last 3 days, I watched one this morning. That was the drums, distant drums. The distant drums reminds me of teepee smoke, you know. And you wouldn't think, you know, it's labeled a Western, right? Where's the movie scene taking place? in Florida, a Western in Florida, chasing Indians or Indians chasing cowboys in Florida. You know, they didn't just have Westerns of the West. There were Westerns to be made of the East. Even Northwest Passage is considered a Western. And it was in Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, and Quebec. So that's where it took place. But it's cowboys and Indians, you know. And he's in a movie. What's that? The Spoilers. Oh, those are like the gypsies and the people that spoil the contest. You know, main thing I got, they turned the whole community against me. Those two people, by banning me and making everybody else conform to their ban on me, they made everybody else ban me too. You know, and then there are people that still up there with their nose right up Toby's butt. You know. And don't see, oh, we don't care what he did to Gorman. You know, he turned the whole crew, the whole Brady Bunch. You know, the people that came out of the Brady Bunch and that mentality. But if you're on Troy Barlow's Facebook group, No Place for the Meek. Then I arrange with Troy. Me and Troy will do some. We'll do some conversation things. Cause we do this solo thing. I don't have $50 a month to have people coming in, you know, to gang up on a video. And the people that have that don't invite me. You know, it's because of the extreme bias caused by Toby. That, you know, Bill's not welcome anywhere. So, and what do I got to talk about but what's on my mind? You know, if they got a subject, we'll talk about the subject. But if somebody that needs double blazes thrown in their face comes across my mind, I sometimes get off on that track, and it just, you know, it's like, why do they got to be somebody that I got to you know, I'm not an angry person, but I'm not going to kiss their ass for putting me down. You know, no, I'm going to let them know. You know, double blazes, jerks. Bad Man's Bluff. And what was his first movie? His first movie, The Last Hour. In 1923. See, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 38. Oh, he has about 40 silent films, okay? He was in about 40 silent films. Arizona Bound, Children of Divorce, Lightning Winds. Yeah. That's it's a short one. Tom Harding movie. Thundering Speed. Watch Your Wife. There's some good advice. Watch your wife and watch your friends is what it is, yeah. Yeah, my first wife married my next door neighbor. Let's see. Right on next door. You know, women, all it shows is evil, vengeance when you sleep with your guy's friends or your guy's neighbors, or what, that's just out of pure vengeance. Hey, Jason, what's up? And anybody that bought a T-shirt, send me a picture of you with the T-shirt, and I'll show everybody with their T-shirt if you want to. But send me a picture with your T-shirt, because Zazzle, the people that make them for me, and they're supposed to give me, they just give me, I get like $2. They're supposed to give me $2 for each one sold, but I've heard reports of people said they bought one, but the Zazzle's not reporting that they bought it. So yeah, I need a picture of the shirt, or what? Because I don't know. Corporations will do that to everybody. Oh, let's screw him. They're like Dale, Let's don't count votes. We'll only count votes. 15. Anybody can vote for 15, but only people who have their nose in Dale's butthole can vote for number 17. Yeah. If you kiss Dale's butt, you were allowed to vote. Except for me, I don't kiss his butt. Hey, Dev. Yeah, Saturday afternoon, out on the Blanca Plain. This plain should be Blanca. This valley should be Blanca Valley, because there's nothing in it. It's all in the mountains around here. I was out there walking, looking for rocks, and I guess I got close, and a little bunny rabbit darted away, and he went and stopped and hid behind another bush. And I'm not going to bother you. Don't let Jack catch you. Jack eats rabbits. But, can you hear that noise? That had to be a 30-mile-an-hour gust or something. It'll tell me in less than a minute. The wind was going 21 miles an hour, and it just picked up, and 27 miles an hour. That matched it for the last hour. So, top speed was the top speed for the hour. That wind, yeah, I can tell when it kicks my RV around. And I think the wind's coming from the front too, mostly. But sometimes it'll get a little from the side. And I've got anchors now on my solar panel so that the cords will, if the apparatus breaks, the cords will keep it from flying off the roof. So I got them tied down on either end, especially when it's windy. So mucho margarita. I may go. Oh, yeah, I gotta go Tuesday and get some teeth pulled. Some crowns fell out. And I got some roots that need yanked out. And they're starting on, and I'm hoping that I have a whole new set of teeth on before February. I don't know if I'm gonna go. I don't know if I go to February. I don't know. So somebody would have to. I don't know. Forrest would have to insist I go there for me to go, because, there's just, I got too many enemies. I got a couple friends, and I can have a party for that. But I go there to see Forrest. And if he ain't going to be there, I ain't going to go down there for it. And I'll only go one day, because I can drive down there, spend the day there, and come back and be back that evening. I don't have to stay overnight, you know, and I'm not going to do that 3 days in a row. And I can get about 70 miles closer with my RV. I know a camp spot. And so near Ojo Caliente, I can camp. And I was mentioning to somebody else those topo maps. We need they're in a grid, right? So some cow poop and the pro, they need to, since they're pros at cow poop, cow poop pro. I never thought of that. That's like bullshit pro. Yeah, they're going off onto the coin. There's some coin search and doing their own contests and all. He didn't have boots on the ground anyhow. And then he sells boots on the ground shirts, and it's a joke. So, but it's all hype and supposed to be my big bash this year. Your big bash is, oh, I'm gonna have a big bash this. I don't know. I would love, you know, if I find the treasure before February, I think I'll announce it after February. I wish that YouTube had the little things that Facebook Messenger has when you do a video chat. You know, I'd turn myself into a dragon and be blowing flames at you. Forrest has one of these. I gave him one of these mammoth pins. And it's a mammoth because it has little ears. It's not an elephant. I bought it as it was sold as a mammoth pin. Yeah, what were those steps on the backside of his front porch steps? That's strange. Maybe someone was using it for a stage. Shit, yeah, you know, that'd be something great here. I could do that here. Is maybe I won't build a. Maybe I'll just build a stage and we'll have a concert here. You know, because you have to have a permit for a house, but I don't think you have to have a permit for a stage. Yeah, what would we call the concert then? 7 hours, 13 hours. How long a drive is in a day too long for you before you desire to stop and rest at a hotel? I drove straight from Seattle to Denver. Another time I drove straight from Carlsbad Caverns to Houston. And another time I went direct all the way from Jacksonville to Bristol, Vermont in one drive. My brother, he can only drive 11 hours a day. Yeah, by law, he can't drive the truck more than that. Oh, this is a nice agate-like rock I found. It was a little one. Light goes through it. I get my light. Where'd it go? Oh, there's my. It's supposed to be on. It's dim. Okay. See. Laser goes through it pretty good. Somebody, oh, you're gonna burn your camera. Let's burn the camera. Oh, does that hurt? Does that hurt? Laser ain't coming. You're just seeing a green light on the screen. That laser ain't coming through it. And then we got this one. UV. It's ultraviolet. Comes out infrared, I guess, huh? Oh, we could go both. Oh, where's that one? There. Blind the camera. I got a couple more lasers. I got a red one here somewhere. And I got a... Where is it? That's my... I was just watching a video about finding archaeology using oh, I got too much stuff hanging on there. Oh, you can see it right there. I don't have to get it down. There. That's a UV. Let's see. It's purple. Oh, Jack hadn't peed on my hat. But you can use it as scorpions. They turn like fluorescent yellow with a UV light. So it's cool in caves and he said bring a flashlight. He didn't say what type, but what he meant was bring the light that's inside you. I'm pretty sure. And the other thing you bring a flash is because these figures on the rocks, you see, you cast shadows on them, and you can see some things a lot better with a shadow cast on them, you know. So some things like the Moses. It's a perfect likeness of Moses. Forrest, if you're disappointed, that's not Moses, that's Thoth. With his arms raised and meeting the gods of the east and the gods of the horizons of the east and the gods of the horizons of the west at the gateway to the plains, the great plains is what he's saying. And that's what that is. That's the gateway to the great plains. And this valley here is huge too, you know. And it's just a little hill. There ain't much mountain from here to get over, you know, the next step over. The Sangre Cristos are wide. If you were to come into this valley from outside, you'd want to come over from Walsenburg on 160 toward Alamo, because that was the easiest route for my RV to go through. The engine didn't have to struggle as much as some of the other mountain passes and stuff. It didn't have to struggle as much as I-25 between Pueblo and Walsenburg. That's a healthy hill there. But I've gone over it with my RV. I've gone over that pass twice, I think, or 4 times, going back and forth. Oh, my tea's boiling over there. Okay, any important questions? Can you take us outside for a garter at the atmosphere? It's 23-mile-an-hour wind and 47 degrees. And yeah, we can go out there for just a bit, and then when I can fill my teacup back up with hot tea. See, in the RV, you hang a lot of things. That's my laser printer, my laser engraver up there. and this, I'm gonna bring this to Fenn for Dale, you know, because he needs one of these, you know. Deleting votes, Dale. Are you that? You have to delete votes, Dale. Dale, the vote deleter. No. Yeah, most of my votes came from Richard's video thing, because Dale was deleting them. Anybody that voted on for me over there, and the numbers on Richard's video prove it. We'll go outside. It's windy as shit, but the wind's from the other side right now. Use the wind. So, yeah, things whipping away. See the wind? I'm on the downwind side of the RV. See, I put this toolbox on here a couple months ago. There was a bar on there, and I cut at the end so that it fit, so it's like sandwiched onto the plate underneath it. And this is the windy side. So, see, my solar panel's up, but I got a cord on it, so the wind's it's basically slowed on the front side, and even when it's not, I've had the wind hit it from the back side. My device is pretty sturdy so far. I added on the back of the solar panel, I added some paracord and stuff, because that bar I got that props it up, it's come loose. And I know that wind's going right in the microphone. We can hide back here. And you see, that's Mount Blanca over there in the cloud, and the sand dunes are up there. Yeah, that's where I'm pointing one place but the camera, yeah, it's right. Nope. Yeah, it's up way up there. And the town of Blanca is over that way, 8 miles. They got a couple neighbors. There's a property 2 blocks over there. It's abandoned, but I think there's somebody at that other one with the bus, and there's somebody at that bigger one over there. And there's somebody in that house over there. What do you want? Give me that, Jack. Give me that. Give me that. Oh! Oh! Oh, you tore the leg off, Jack. It need a new monkey. It's only got 2 legs left. Yeah, so they made 3 design winners, and because of all this wind, I'm going back inside. This is just noisy. Oh yeah, tea. Whew. And I knew that was the last half a cup. I just see one spoon. Well, half a cup of this is like 1 cup, you know. I think this is a 16-ounce coffee cup. My Fanatic cups. Okay, I gotta plug the power back in the phone. My tea's hot. So you see, it's windy outside. Quieter in here, isn't it? Where's it? Let's see what's going on. Good Doom Show. Hey, Clint, what's up? I had to call you on Messenger sometime, Clint. That thing's a blast. How's things over there in old England? King kicked the bucket yet? Or I mean the Queen? When they gonna bury the Queen? I think that she's a corpse already. Where is it? So what do I got in here? Not much. Just hanging out and went over a bunch of Gary Cooper stuff, the Forrest Fenn, because, you know, all the important literature. He didn't read the books. He was the kid that went and seen the movie and wrote a book report on it, like I did. It's one class I got an F in English. And my ancestors, some of my ancestors fought for the English, for the British. But they didn't wear red coats, they wore green coats. Yeah. They're censoring Clint over there in England. He's not allowed to say what he wants to say. The Queen might be upset. Is the Queen a snowflake? Or just a big turd? You know, she's my 27th cousin. But it goes way, you got to go way back to Prussia to find a relative, a common ancestor, you know, way back there. And all those people in that movie Braveheart, they're my relatives. Oh, no, maybe not the king. If he was, yeah, because the princess slept with William Wallace, so the prince, it wasn't his kid. But yeah, I'm descended from Eleanor, Lenore, and all them famous queens, and Queen Aquitaine and Leonora of France, and one of Castile, and Sancho and Pedro, and all every kingdom in England, because the Princess of England would marry the king of, or the Prince of Spain, and you know, stuff like that. And you know, it's just you can they'd only marry royalty. Yeah, whatever. When I read it, I don't remember what they said. Bad Man's Bluff. Is Forrest Fenn the Bad Man's Bluff? See, these are... All right, that's the name of a Gary Cooper movie. The Last Outlaw. He's the last outlaw. Doomsday. See, Clint? Gary Cooper was in the movie Doomsday. There's a quantum connection. I think it's a silent movie from 1928. Wonder if he's in any with that other guy, Buster Keaton. I like Buster Keaton movies too. I hope you're doing And, hey, Luke, just hanging out here and windy, and the forecast has snowflakes on it until Monday night. So, but it's 45 degrees, so it ain't gonna snow right now. 20-mile-an-hour wind, and we were sitting here and we had the 27-mile-an-hour gust about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, okay, just showing me. I read what was there. But I'm selling the Double Blazes shirts. Oh, where did it go? Boom. We can go back to that. Go there. Go to my store. There. It'll show me on my store. Yeah, I just did this one. I think, yeah. There. Yeah. What are they saying? $38. Why $38? This. That's the it's one on the back. That's a long sleeve T-shirt, and the front has a Fanatic logo there. A friend wanted one that way, but there's different shirts. What shirt is? It doesn't say. Basic long sleeve T-shirt. See, that's a basic one. But I think there was another shirt they could put it on that was like $8 less. And you see, they got these codes, 15% off. So I used last Sunday there was a 40% off. I used. Thanks. Yeah. Double Blazes University. And this is one, see, you want the one where the heart, where she has the heart on there. I got to delete the other ones and recreate. I got to recreate them and then delete the old ones. You know, but I'll show you, I can show you some of those. This one here, the guy will model, there's a thing you can have it, and he'll model the shirt, you know. Is it gonna play? Oh, they're dogging my stream, my Verizon. My computer's tethered on the phone, and I'm streaming video, so they make it so I can't watch video on the other device or so. I don't know. It's not. I hit the button, and if I hit it again, it'll start over again. Oh, there's a. I'll play again. They're on the Zazzle. Zazzle. See, that one's 31. It's only the front side. You know, there's nothing on the back. You could add something on the back, or if you want something else on it. You know, I had those other designs and stuff. But that's what I got, the Double Blazes shirt. Or you could have it on the front or the back. I think the back side would be worth clicking the video thing. But this one, yeah, that's the new one I did. Okay, and that's the one we just looked at. But you see the difference in this has the V. She doesn't have the heart thing in there. And then this design, she's got this is the new one I've done. I think it looks better. And does it have the... Oh, it doesn't have the flames on the heart. but I'll make a new one. I'll have a new one now that'll have flames on the heart. I'll put it on. It'll be on the front of the shirt. Or, I mean, on the candle. There's flames on the. There's the plus button there. Let's see. And you see the middle fingers? One there and one there. Those are the middle fingers. And this blob in the middle is woolly mammoth. That's his tusk sticking down there. So that's really hidden, cryptic, subliminal stuff, you know? But there are two blazes. There's more than two. There's a bunch of them in between. But the two that are important either end are the gypsies and the stout-hearted men. That's why there's a female and a male, the male and the female, the alpha, the omega, the beginning, the end, the that's why it's all in his, and Thoth, he's got the Thoth and the Egyptian stuff. That's the book of Thoth. It's the beginning and the end and everything, as above, so below, and all that stuff came from Thoth. He was the first one to write that stuff. I mean, before Samaria, before Egypt, before everything. And Thoth was the architect of the pyramids. Boom. Forrest Fenn felt like an architect. So, I mean, people would go, I can't believe that. Yeah. Oh, I saw you got chewed out over on them other people chewed you out, huh, man in the barn? What'd you do? Give them double blazes? Them swindlers. I was watching Dobie's thing, and yeah, somebody he said something they didn't like, that she didn't like. Yeah. Not much. It's getting darker, man. The clouds must be getting thicker. Maybe get a few drops of water on the windows. Yep. So, what else? Anything else up? Must have missed it, yeah. Yeah, tell them double blazes. I thought I put sugar in there. Probably didn't stir it enough. I learned something about these tarot cards. When you use these tarot cards, don't read them for other people. Let people pull their own cards. I'm not gonna. I don't pull cards out of here for other people. That doesn't work because, you know, it has. I pull them for myself and they all come out good. But if I pull one for somebody else, it's like, oh shit, man, I can't tell them that. You know, I think most of them are good, but there's some that aren't. Yeah. And the other, this is considered sorcery, right? Yeah. The other thing I use, I asked this book. I asked the book, how will I find it? And you know what the answer was? Wait. Yeah. Anybody want to ask the Book of Answers a question? A question for the Book of Answers. Just it's not name something or something that could have a general answer. You know. I'll open the book and read you your answer. We got the pages all squished together. When will it be found? Oh. Well, it went with the will be found. Bet on it. When? Bet on it. It will be found. That's a pretty good answer, though, for that. Where? Ask him this for a specific name. Those type of questions don't work, But will it be found? Yeah. Take the where off of there, and will it be found? And it says bet on it. How deep is a hole? No matter what. Yeah, no matter what. So, see, each page has one answer. How deep is a hole? No matter what. Well, the hot spring here, the hole is 1,000 feet deep. The hole's 1,000 feet deep. Over 1,000. They only had 1,000. 1,001 feet of line they had, and it didn't stop there. If they had a longer one, it probably would have kept going. When a big, deep reservoir down there of hot water. It must be fairly stable too, because you don't see it geysering or anything, How far to walk? You're asking for a specific number. It can say near or far, but I don't know if it can. How far to walk? Okay, we'll open it. One of these up here. Get it in writing. Yeah, the question in the type of question. It's got to be a type of question that is a general answer. Names and what are you going to do once it's found? And plant bees to occupy your time. I'm going to find it anyhow, so I'm not worried about anybody else finding it because they're not going to find it. If I told you where Bootjack Ranch is, and that's a home of Brown and stuff, and I'm not scared. Because it'll take you a very long time to get from the gypsies that are there at the home of Brown, that home of Brown, to the other home of Brown, and where the stout-hearted men are. Screenshot this statement. I will find. I don't. Unless you know where the stout-hearted men are, I don't believe you have a chance. And Dorothy had it with her all along. See, who's the scarecrow of the chasers? You know, there's got to be a scarecrow, a Tin Man, and a Tin Man ain't watching. I don't think. Rodney, do you think you will need to crawl? Do you think you will need to crawl? You are sure to have support. Support, a rope. Isn't that? There you go. A rope would be your support to keep you from falling off the mountain. You know? You go out there, you should be right here, and you look over the edge, and there it is down on the ledge down below. Oh, then you go, how the fuck do I get it now? Toby's up. No. Oh, he might be a flying monkey. Yeah. One of them guards at the gate. And the thing about the Wizard of Oz was she had it with her all along. She had her way home all along. All she had to do was click her heels and wish, make a wish. And all of the whole treasure hunt and everything could be from a wish that I made in the past. I don't know. But it's like, okay, that fits, and that fits, and that fits. Everything fits. All of Forrest Fenn's poem fits. What do you call it? Okay. Any more questions for the Book of Answers? Okay. Something in the back of the book? Or there's quite a few pages. I don't know if they're numbered. No, they're not numbered. There should be a number on the last page, but there isn't. She didn't number the pages. How to use the Book of Answers. I got another book that I read when I was like, it was like the first book I read. Is this it? I think this is it. Nope, that ain't the first book I read, but this is a good book. The Codex. Still reading it. I'm a slow reader. Where's my other book? I had all my books down here. That ain't it. What book is that? Oh, that's another book. No, that's another one you want to read is Lost Cities of the Monkey Guy. That's a Doug Preston book. I have to bring these when I go down to Santa Fe in case Doug shows up. I can get him to sign them. This is something they found down in Central America. But there's stuff right here. Doug can go explore. I can show Doug. I'd show Doug where my site was. Oh, don't see that book. That's what I thought it was up here. Oh, we got too much crap in here. I cleaned this out 2 weeks ago. Those are. This is nice to have. Adobe Creative Suite. That's like $500. Yeah, except some of the newer that program has so much trouble and doesn't run half the time. And we got any more questions for the Book Answers? Is there a title to the answer? Is there a title to the answer? Ah. Get a cleaner view. A clearer view. Get a clear view. And that's what I got to do. I got to get a clearer view. See, I've only found where the stout-hearted men are in a photograph. I got to go there and locate it exactly where it is, you know, because it's in my picture. But I got to get there and locate that spot. I'll keep this book out. I'll put that one back in my book rack down there. Underneath my book's all on the floor up against the wall across the back underneath my dinette set here. Because you can't put books on a bookshelf in an RV. They fall off. So you gotta have it there, and then there's stuff that keeps them from sliding out of there. GSB EPI, no? No, I thought I sent Forrest Fenn an email said, meet John Doe. Because I thought that movie had a lot to do, you know? Erebus poem instruction. Anubis? A-N-U-B-I-S. Anubis. Anubis. And Thoth. His Moses is actually Thoth. Because there's a thing in the book of Thoth that describes that exact figure right there, with his arms raised and his golden purple robe, and you know, because the wood Moses that Forrest had is a perfect likeness of the one that Leo Salazar showed him. How would Leo Salazar be able to carve Forrest a perfect likeness of Moses unless Leo Salazar showed Forrest where the original Moses is? Oh, I don't do the I don't do their Grand Adventures puzzles. Don't ask me anything about that stuff because I know nothing about it. I'm on Forrest Fenn treasure hunt. Their Grand Adventures things doesn't mean anything to me. I don't have a clue. I guess they're looking for coins. I don't even know exactly what they're looking for in that. Wind's down to 17 miles an hour. But it's supposed to be blowing wind through tomorrow. 15 mile an hour. It was only supposed to be up to 15 mile an hour today, but it got up to 30. So, oh, my knee's killing me. Yeah, I made the little, there's a video I posted about that red light ticket. And it shows I was on the line. And you look at my animation. My animation is a constant speed. What I calculated was 40 miles an hour. It's a constant, you know. And when you watch it matched with the other video, you can see the cars at that part of the intersection. My animation matches the video from the trooper. So it just shows, and the red line shows what the view of the camera was, and her only recollection was in that view. She wasn't watching me. And so I don't know, I got to find a way to maybe put the money in an escrow account and challenge them in federal court, you know, something. I don't know. Because they put it on my driving record and it sent my car insurance up like $1,500, you know. It's, yeah, crazy. I'll drop my car insurance just to liability if they do that shit. Um, or it might even get me kicked off my insurance company. You know, if for something I didn't do, that's bullshit. So I posted that video on YouTube, and I tagged the Colorado DMV on it. Yeah, they're unfair. They're supposed to be fair, and that judge acted like he was the prosecutor. There was no. He played the one. It was all one sided. What I said didn't matter. His assumptions and his timing. He called a quarter second 2 seconds. You know. It was really fucked up. But that video, I didn't edit their video at all. In fact, to get it onto, to get a copy of it to edit, I had to play it and use a video camera to record it, and then put it in the editor and put my video on top of it. So it's just two videos, one overlapping the other one in sync. The light changes at the same time and everything. So, yeah, because I don't want to pay the fucking thing, you know? And I'm wondering, does Colorado put a warrant out for you, or they just send you to collections for it? I think collections is enough. I ain't going to pay it. Yeah, they park wherever they want to, you know? There'd be an accident with one lane blocked, and they'll block all the lanes with their cars because they don't know how to park. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I'm going, and I go, oh my God, she wasn't watching, she wasn't paying attention, and she's going to stop me. Little, you know. Well, I didn't know it was a she until she walked up to the car. But her name was Cummings, and I guess she's one of their shortcomings. Yeah. Uh, no, I wasn't trying to beat the yellow. The yellow light was half a second shorter than it should have been. It should have been a 5 second yellow light, and it was 4.5 seconds. It was a 45 zone. Because you need half a second to react, and 4.5 seconds to come to a stop. 5 seconds, and that's why I didn't see the thing. She had a flashing yellow, and she was there, pulled off in the left turn lane, and was stopping there. And just the presence of a trooper car distracts you. And I didn't catch exactly when the other lights turned yellow. Hers was yellow, flashing light yellow, and that flashing yellow was distracting me from when mine turned yellow. You know, whatever. But and I wasn't doing. If I was doing the speed limit, I would have been through it before it turned red. You know, but I wasn't even doing the speed limit, so that hurt me too. You know, so I was only doing like four. I was doing 5 miles under the speed limit. If I had gunned it, I would have made it. But I did make it anyhow. I was on the fucking line. When you're on the line, coming in contact with that line is entering the intersection. So, yeah. I don't like that. If I ever get another ticket and go to court and there's that judge, I'm going to say, sir, you got to disqualify yourself. You're prejudiced to me. I'm prejudiced to you. That's a known fact. So, you know, I need a different court. They should cut you a break and you could get tossed in court. Yeah. Yeah. I went to appeals court and he didn't have the video. The appeals court judge didn't see the video. The 8.25 miles north of Santa Fe isn't referring to Santa Fe. There's a number of links, yeah, that came out to that, and I think I think he did confirm that it was 8.25. Uh, yeah, and any city limits change too, you know. So you have to have you'd have to have the city limit from that date and stuff. Um, I looked up on Google Earth. There was a house we lived in California. It was on a express. It was on a no. It was called. Well, it was one of the main roads across the railroad tracks, right by our house. And they had to tear down the house to build an overpass for the new expressway. The road was turned into an expressway. So, and you look on Google Earth and you can roll it back to 1947, and that house is there because it was there in 1892. And I have something from that house in my RV too. I have medical books and a Navy Blue Jackets manual from the First World War. I'm gonna need chains. 8 inches of snow on the way. Yeah. You don't want to go searching with. If you need chains, you don't want to go searching. Yeah, I know. There's 3-4 feet of snow in my spot, so I ain't gonna bother with it. And I got pictures from last year that had less snow, and there was snow in late March and early April. So, yeah, when you know when it stops snowing in the plains, realize you're only 600 feet elevation. You come up to 10,000 feet elevation, and that snow, it doesn't get cold and warm enough for it to melt up there. I've gone skiing when it was I think 5 below. And I'm wrapped up like an Eskimo, you know, with the face thing and everything. But when you're skiing, you're exercising and you're getting pretty warm, and so, you know, you couldn't work because you'd sweat to death inside. What elevation? No theory. Yeah, it's below 10,200 feet. It's within a couple thousand feet of that. We'll better get back to the puzzles. I only have 8, so I'm not doing any of their puzzles or their grand adventures. I'm too close. I'm on the treasure, and just having that ticket distracted me too. You know, it takes too much, and it's BS. 7,500 feet. No, that's about. I'm higher than that. I'm 7,650 feet, and I'm in the valley. I'm on the ancient shoreline of Lake Alamosa. Oh, you can drill down and get water 40 feet down, and it's about sand all the way to it. Um, I gotta get me an auger and start drilling for water. I need to hide my pump, bury it underground. Yeah, we're both 6'2". Forrest Fenn's 6'2" too. He says he may he may have lost a inch or two from getting old, but he claims to be 6'2". Ah, and blue eyes. Who has blue eyes? Anybody else got blue eyes like Forrest? No. Well, mine are red, white, and blue. uh, yeah, I think 6'2". Yeah, see, you got blue eye, but you more likely got the light in there. Blonde, yeah. My brother Bruce is blonde, the blonde one. My hair was light colored, but not really blonde. I had brown, and then it went to brown. We had pictures when I was young that wasn't brown; it was lighter than brown. Yeah, I got special powers. Shit, man. Right, I got special powers right there on my peace pipe. You know. Yeah. You have Austin powers. uh, yeah, yeah. The peace pipe. Yeah. And you see, it's got, where's that crystal? There's the crystal. And it's got a crystal arrowhead. And it's got this arrowhead. It's just, I have it just, I use it to hang arrowheads on it. So that one's really, I put it on a necklace thing and I just have it hanging on here. It's a obsidian arrowhead. And it's really the other side. It's got a little dream catcher here, and there's a dream catcher here, and there's a little one of them little, he's on there. It's a silver thing. This is that's an alligator claw. And this is it's a fake. It's a resin filled eagle claw, So, but the glass here goes down and meets against stainless steel, goes all the way through it. It's got bones on it, and I got other bones here that I found. I got some feathers on there. Most of these feathers are turkey feathers. They came from Michael's, a craft store, They're just colored turkey feathers that look like eagle feathers. But this feather here I found while I was camping. It's a nice dark feather. It's probably a crow or a raven. Maybe it is a brown color. What else I got on there? These little arrowheads that came with it. And I put that arrowhead that came with it. I got this little arrowhead here too. It's a nice one. Then I got other arrowheads and spearheads. Like that's a spear point. Oh, you know what? I might have another one. Oh. Oh, when I first got it, you couldn't. It wasn't. It was just a deck. I think he sold it because he got rid of it because it didn't. He couldn't. It wasn't. He couldn't use it. You know. And I got when I got it, it had a little copper. It just had a hole drilled through the wood all the way through, and it had little tiny smaller core. It's like 1/8 inch copper tubes on each end, you know, and and it had a resin bowl. It was made of that plastic resin stuff, you know. It's like, no, you don't want to light that on. You don't want to smoke plastic resin. So I replaced it with a glass bowl, and I put a stainless steel tube all the way through it, you know, and man, it works great. The tube goes inside the claw to where it meets the bowl coming down, and then it comes all the way through the mouthpiece out to the tip of the mouthpiece, so you don't have to worry about that antler leaking air and stuff either, you know. It's just antler. I gotta turn off that light right over there because it's using my precious electricity. This is all natural light from outside. What do we got going there? Chief Wacky Claw. No, it's Big Chief Breaking Wind. Yeah, Big Chief Breaking Wind. Any questions? Don't use aluminum. There's no aluminum in there. Stainless steel. I'm glad I took it too. Got canned at that place for bullshit anyhow. Did you want to know about finding the treasure? Who said they were going to go get it? Any more questions for the Book of Answers? Name of a location, it's not going to be in here. It's just what did you get out of FF6? What's that? The 6 questions? Willie Mammoth. Willie dog is Woolly Mammoth. Willie Mammoth. Willie Mammoth. Willie. How old is Willie? Yeah, I think I've had Willie. How long have I had Willie Mammoth around? 1.5 years or so. You know, I didn't just pick him, but all of a sudden, Forrest has a little poodle named Willie. I remember another dog in the house in some of the videos. It was more of a little terrier-like dog, I think. But I think Willie is Peggy's dog. I would think, because those kind of little dogs, they just love little old ladies, you know. and you can't, if a little old lady got a little dog like that, you can't go near her. That dog will take your fingers or half your hand. But I gotta make more shirts, don't I? Oh, if I, let's see, do I have one with the, because when I do this stuff, the art I show on the computer has a black background, but I got to make the background transparent for shirts. Bison, Bishop, Bishon, Frise. Okay. Bishon, what's Bishon? Have you been smoking aluminum or what? Fresh. Bishon, I don't know. You mean bison? Bison Freeway, it would turn out to me, yeah. But I got the Buffalo Cowboys car. Nobody believes that that's it. Yet nobody else has, even since I found that 3 years ago, nobody else has found another Model A, Model B, Model T cowl or anything related to Fenn. And that thing even has a 50 cal to the nose like his airplane. So there's subtle things, you know? Not the car, but a piece of the car, you know? Somebody they had on one of the ABC or CBS or NBC shows, and they said somebody, the only old rotten car they found was like from the 60s or 70s, you know? There was nothing really as old as that car. Oh, do I have it? Can I get it over to my computer? Let's see. I want to see if I can, because I took screenshots, and I'll show you some of Gary Cooper's art. I gotta plug in this other cord goes to my, put it in your ear there, and now I can get files off of, I'll just open them with this. Open. And enter. Samsung. UCIM. Screenshots. It's going to show me. Yeah, it takes a little bit. There should be screenshots in there. Yeah. Old ones come up first. I see big shots. Big screenshots. Those aren't screenshots. Or maybe they are. Trying to find the two that were drawn by Gary Cooper. So Gary Cooper drew some stuff that was looked very Fenn related, or Forrest would. I wonder if Forrest has any of Gary Cooper's art. Oh wow, that wall there! I'm gonna open that too, just for. It was one of the last things, so it should be at one end or the other. There it is. Okay, where's the car? There's the car. And there's different copies of these that I got, different screenshots of the same thing, because I seen stuff in the screenshots. What? Oh, come on, go away, thing. Autoplay coming up and wants to block my. Okay. Copy. Recent places, and we'll paste it into my other folder. It doesn't want me. We can't open up multiple files from the phone. Jesus. You know. So I'll copy them from the phone, put them on the computer, and then open them. There, it did it. Okay. Now I can switch the power back because it's done with the phone. I'm going to open some of these. Now we want to open that. Yeah, open. Yeah, a copy. Okay, then copy and then paste them over here. Now open them. That might be the special place. Who knows? Okay, come on, hurry up. And then this one here is one that's, you know, but there's a, see, there's a face on the cloud looking to the right. The eyes, the nose, the mouth. But there was a face in the water, too. I thought there was somebody. Yeah, see, there's figures in the water. There's a face here. There's a face right here on the shoreline. You know. I think Gary Cooper knew that. He's up to his eyes. Is this someplace near Yellowstone? Does anybody recognize this spot? It's not far off from what my area looks like. That's Gary Cooper's art. I'm surprised so many people left the room when I'm showing Gary Cooper's art. That, you know, Forrest would have, you know, this Gary Cooper's important to Forrest, I believe. He was in the important literature. Gary was in the movies for each of those. And I think he did a radio thing of Catcher in the Rye. You see, here's a nose and a face. There's a face in here. This is the nose, curving the chin. And there's another face over on this end, see? Oh, Double Blaze University. Okay. Once in. Let's see if he comes in now. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, Jackie. Jack, come on. Come on, I'm holding the door open for you. Come on, Jack. Anybody else got a dog does that? Yeah, I want in. And then you open the door and they just sit there. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. He ain't coming. Hang on here. Bait. Let's set the phone down a second. You gotta look at my ceiling here a little bit. There, I didn't go anywhere. I just sat it down for a second, and you touch the edge of the screen, and the phone takes over from YouTube. Yeah, I got him a treat. And now, come here, Jack. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, Jack. Come on. That's how you get him in. Bait. You guys a fish and bait for the dog. He's like, oh, I just wanted in for the treat. Now let me back out. You got any more questions for the Book of Answers? Raining a bit, cloud. How's the weather in the UK? Hey, Paul, I just had Clint Robinson was in here from you. He's from it. I don't know if he's still around, but hey, Clint, if you're still here, Paul's over there in the UK too. Oh, he probably had something else to do. You know, he's got dogs and wife and kids and all that stuff. All I got's a dog and a bird. And double birds, double blazes. Maybe I should have had 2 birds on there. I could do that. Double blazes, 2 birds. I'm over 2 hours though. Paul, you should have been here earlier. I've been covering the Gary Cooper stuff and just showed I don't know if you've seen the Gary Cooper art, but wherever that it's Gary Cooper thing, it looks a lot like my canyon. Except that little lake on there is a little bigger than my canyon. Yes. But I'm over 2 hours. I want to go update those shirt pictures. I've been watching. Yeah. Hey, Paul, you've been watching. Did you see when the Doom Show guy? He's got the Doom Show on YouTube. Clint Robinson. He's over there and he puts on clown hair and stuff sometimes, and talks about the aliens and the Queen. They're both aliens, all right, according to him. But he talks about all the doom coming and the aliens eating all the humans and. Oh wow! Now, yeah, you can see more stuff in Gary Cooper's art. Drawn in there's a cliff face with a word in it, writing in it. I figure out what that is. I can show you. Right up there in this up here, there's FYE or something, and it looks like somebody sitting there, a girl sitting there, a woman sitting on the here and here. He knew that stuff was. I see people put it in their art. You know, they're painting what they see there, but they don't realize that what they see is a human that they're drawing. You know. And there was one artist. I went to physical therapy, and they got a picture, a painting there by this old woman who painted one of the rock formations from the area. I recognized, you know, and so I'm trying to figure out who's the artist. They hid their name in the painting. Does he have his name on there? I don't know. That was the last of that tea. Do you think the chest will be found this year, Bill? Yeah. Yeah, I think it'll be found this year, but it could be that it's been a game. It's been a game, and it doesn't end until he dies. This is his last game, his last breath, his last gasp. And we're the players. We've dealt in. Now you got to play whether you like it or not. But let's see what the book says about this year. That's what Forrest was saying. Oh, it's enough to live off the interest. Uh, Google Breckenridge is a trip. Oh yeah, I lived near Breckenridge. I lived in Dillon for about 4 months. Yeah, I wouldn't be selling it either. Um, it would be, it, I would lease it, and it would be going on world. It would be going on some museum tour under some exhibition company and stuff. And when they can't make any more money on it, then I'll lease it to a casino, you know. And so, um, or I could sell it if I want, you know, whatever. But it's you keep everything intact. You take anything out of it, and it loses tremendous value if anything's missing from it. Except I'm gonna take a little nugget for a tooth and replace it with another one, a counterfeit nugget. Yeah, I'm sure it would be go to a museum here in Chicago. Oh no, Chicago, man. The security in Chicago would have to be expensive. Yeah, the finder fraud. No. Yeah. No, nobody wants. Trump's doing a good job. I'm more likely gonna return to paradise. Except, you know, those little islands out there in the Pacific, man. Imagine, 1,000-foot tsunami would, everything's gone. If you were out there on one of those little islands, you would want to have a waterproof sphere in the ground underneath, an escape hat thing, that if there was a big tsunami coming, you could get in that thing and wait for the water to calm down, then you can come back out. You know, you need a waterproof. Everybody should have a bomb ship because the sun can do shit. The sun can throw a fucking lava-like stuff at the earth, man. They can throw a big old ball of plasma at us, and it scorch everything it hits, you know? But if it did something like that, there'd be a warning, and you could get in your shelter and survive it, you know? You might need some oxygen. But so that's one of the things you'd want to have in your shelter is a oxygen generation thing, you know, in case there was less and you needed a spacesuit to come back to the surface. Not much luck of finding much to eat then. It doesn't happen for another 4 years. Yeah, they're just about to, all them people going to get locked up. They got the attorney general in there it's his job to, he's going to reopen the Hillary thing and email her send classified stuff to just anybody over Google. They say. Yeah, I got a bunch of these little flat rocks here that, oh, that's almost got stuff on it. But they can, my laser engraver will engrave on them. But some of them, it's like, man, there's already something there. I can't engrave over that. But the other side is. But I thought it was kind of something to put a buffalo on it, you know? A buffalo would fit on there. Or is that somebody's dog on there? Some of this stuff, I wonder if it's... Yeah, who knows? there was their civilization here, and this is all their stuff all blown to bits. Because if I tried to use my Dremel with the little carbon cutting bit on it, right, and don't touch a crystal rock, it won't do shit to it. I was like, man, and they say sand and wind did that to it? Oh, that took a long time. 9/11 was an inside job, but sending emails. Is it people think to? It, well, yeah, the Clintons had 9/11 set up before Bush even took office. They used it to try and disgrace him, and then they point the finger. They always point the finger at the other. The person who did it points the finger at the other side and blames it on the other guy. Tries pointing the finger at the other guy. Yeah, yeah, that's what they do. The Clintons had it all set up before Bush took office. You know. And they were trying to sue and change it over so their guy Al got in there. And that was all, it's the same thing they were doing to Trump. They were, but they didn't have as deep a state then. Yeah, those liberal, they're all about themselves. They're not about the people. No, they ain't helping nobody but themselves. They've stole all that money for Haiti, went in their pocket. And Hillary's going to be on a rope, and everybody's going to be celebrating and partying. She's done. Bill's going away too. They're both of them in the uranium, selling the uranium to Russia. Oh, so they can make nuclear, give the stuff to Iran to make nuclear bombs to kill us, threaten us. Yeah, that was a really good one. I'm not brainwashed, Chewbacca. We're gonna have open it. Where is it? Where is it? There she is. You. Yeah. Barbecue 2020. Yeah, I had to put 2020 on there too, huh? Tell. Was Osama? Obama. It was Bill and Hillary. It was their crew. And Clapper and all them corrupt people. Wind generator doing a thing. But I'll end it there with Barbecue 2020. Yeah, gold's gonna, man, I wish I had more money to buy more silver, because gold and silver's gonna skyrocket compared to gold. Silver's gonna go up many times more. But y'all have a good day. Have a nice Saturday. Make America great again. I'm gonna make myself great again. Find that treasure.